Hey there, I'm Mysca and welcome to some Warmachine gameplay in Black Ops 4 Blackout. Of course, I've been playing this a lot recently, since last night when it came out. Played it, I think, 5 hours last night after it hit, and then today, maybe I played it about 4 hours or something like that, 3-4 hours, yeah. Either way, I played it a decent amount now. I've got a pretty decent understanding of the game, kind of how it works, but how it's, you know, similar and also not similar to other battle royales, and that's been really interesting to find out. And yeah, there's a lot of the mechanics that I really like, and some that I'm still getting used to. But one interesting thing that I have sort of noticed is there's a lot of guns that I still haven't even used, and a lot of them sure are, of course, zombie weapons, and speaking of which, we're next to some location here, but there are also a lot of other guns that are pretty rare, one of them being the Warmachine that I think everybody knows about at this point. It was mentioned before the beta and before the trailer even came out as a very, very strong weapon, and it is indeed very rare. I've only seen it one time, and it is in this game that you're watching right now. There's gonna be a little bit later on in the gameplay, there's gonna be some Warmachine gameplay. For now, mostly, you know, some highlights of different kills throughout the game, or more like sort of, you know, trying to show how I kind of got to that Warmachine in itself. Of course, a little bit of a spoiler, it is indeed in a sort of supply stash, so not a supply drop, or I don't think so, at least, from one of those helicopters. Not sure if they look too different, but it might be a drop even. Either way, it's one of those boxes, so it is not just like on the ground normally. And yeah, it's a pretty strong weapon. I get quite a lot of kills with it in a very short duration of time. Won't spoil the game in its entirety, but yeah, it's more sort of towards the end, or well, sort of middle towards the end. But either way, it's a very interesting sort of system of not really having proper gun rarity, like in, for example, Fortnite kind of has a gun rarity reaching from, you know, common or gray to all the way up to legendary or orange. Not really having any of that stuff, but instead just having rarity of having some different weapons be harder to find almost. And speaking of rarity and which weapons are just better than each other, I'm still trying to kind of put together a tier list of weapons. So far though, as you can see in this gameplay, I'm really enjoying the VAPR or Vapor. I'm not quite sure how to like, you know, short that, but yeah, that gun is great. Really been enjoying that, and yeah, I can definitely recommend it. I like the sort of silencer 2x 3x combo, but in general, I kind of have to stick to the just the sights instead of the scopes, as aiming on console is just pretty difficult for a PC player, it turns out. But yeah, either way, Warmachine, definitely a very, very strong weapon when you do find it. Almost feels a little bit sort of unbalanced that when you do actually run into it, it is just gonna give that player a huge advantage. Like, there's no question about it. It's such a strong gun. And yeah, here it is indeed. So I get to Nuketown after a pretty long game, and I find this this little stash, this little box here, and just happen to actually almost scroll past the Warmachine at first, but yeah. Alright, so as you can see, you get 6 shots there with it, and yeah, they definitely do count. You don't really need more than 1 shot most of the time, and yeah, unfortunately, you know, I kind of, you know, have to make my way over to this last circle, but you will be seeing this gun in action in just a second here. So yeah, we get to this last bit, and I hear some people around here somewhere, like kind of down on the side. I'm not quite sure what this area of the map looks like, so I'm still kind of like exploring it here. But yeah, Warmachine, super strong. I am just gonna let you watch this because, man, this was an interesting game, and this Warmachine is so strong. Watch this. Oh my god, like just 1 shot. And that wasn't even a direct impact, the second one there. I didn't even think that would kill him. That's why I aimed at him sort of again. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you here with the rest of this gameplay. There's just a tiny little bit of it left. Thank you very much for watching. Just some rare sort of Warmachine gameplay. I wanted to show this off because, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I believe I get a win or so, just a game or two after this one too, which I might upload because it was a really fun game, but we'll see. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Squad destroyed. destroyed by hostile action.